raining.
That is a wrap on season.
If that's any indication of how just my life is, then there you go. That is it. It's too hot to drink. All right, so good morning. This isn't going to be a DIY video. This is probably going to be a little more vloggy because I am working on a job this week. So I don't really have time to do a project in the house besides like clean a little bit. And we all love cleaning video, but I thought it'd be kind of fun to show you guys what I do for a living. And that is art direction. It's really hard to explain what I do because in Kansas City it's different compared to other people that do the same work in other cities. Today I have to run a bunch of errands and get all the supplies we need to make all of the backdrops for a photo shoot. So I'm going to make a list of everything I need to get and then we'll head out into the world. So here I'm just looking at the deck and the Excel sheet I made that have all the props and products and items that we need, and I'm just making a list of what I can source in real time.
It's raining, which is a great type of weather to do all your errands where you have to like go outside and load your car up. It doesn't matter. I digress. The first stop is to get rid of everything that is in my car now, which means making a stop at someone's house and going to a donation center to donate a bunch of stuff. And then we need to go to IKEA, Home Depot, Hobby Lobby, Tile and Decor. And I think that that is it for errands. Just dropped off Goodwill. Honestly, how cool is that? They like, you pulled into a garage, which was nice because it's raining. IKEA, here we come. I love IKEA for two reasons. If you know what you want, you can just beeline it to the service area and get what you need. Two, you gotta go to the bathroom and you're running errands. Top 3 bathrooms to use. Top 3.
Loading IKEA will always be the death of me, but man, do I feel accomplished when I can get it done. I'm also like, oh, a stranger, please stop and help me. But then when a stranger does, I'm like, oh, no, I totally got this. Like, I'm an independent woman. I don't need your help. I got this. I can load it. And, you know, I always end up doing it, but sometimes it's nice to have help. Now, unfortunately, I thought these were going to be able to lay flat in my car. So I might not be able to go to Home Depot today. I wanted to get a lot done today. Well, off to Hobby Lobby we go. I just had lunch and I don't have enough room in my car to go to Home Depot. I might go to Home Depot to get some paint and stuff, but we're gonna load my car up. And this is really exciting. It is really exciting because I am loading up my car for the first time with an organized garage. So I know where everything is. I have all my buckets. I can throw everything in. I'm really excited. So we're gonna load my car up. Literally, that was amazing. I'm so happy. Like, everything was organized. I knew where it all was. My buckets were available for me to actually put stuff in. I'm telling you, getting organized. If you haven't already, go watch my organized garage video. It doesn't look like my garage is organized, but I mean, that was amazing. Literally amazing. Wow. Good morning. It's day 2 of working, and I have like 3 minutes to leave the house. It's how it goes. This is Dublin.
Hello.
He's helping me. Are you consenting to be in my video
Yeah,
now? Okay. We're gonna go to Home Depot. So I'm still a little shy and also new at recording and filming everything I am doing. So when we went to Home Depot, I was on a mission to get everything we needed so we wouldn't forget anything. And I didn't record our adventures at Home Depot. But I did get this lovely recording of us unloading everything. And I thought this would be a good time to kind of explain what we are going to be doing today. So today is really a run of making sure we have everything we need. And then kind of going over the basics of like making sure things are painted, getting all of our cuts measured out so that we are ready for that, and just kind of reviewing everything we need to do for the shoot. Well, this is what it is. I realized that we don't have paint pans or tarps to paint with, so I have to go back to Home Depot. Thankfully, it's literally only 8 minutes away. So that's fun. Trip 2 to Home Depot. Maybe we should count how many I do today. Wow. So here I am just making a concrete floor. It's actually called out a lot in the deck to have a concrete floor, so I'm just making that with joint compound, and I will later paint it a dark gray to mimic a concrete floor. And here I am measuring out my cuts to make this golf display case, golf ball display case wall, whatever. But tune in later in the video to see how it actually turns out. So we're at a stopping point of paint, and we're gonna go to Home Depot again. It's our second, or it's our third Home Depot run of the day. Yay! Again, when I go to Home Depot, I'm on a mission, so the last thing on my mind is to get shots to film in. But anyway, we got everything we needed, and I'm here just measuring out the last couple things we need to measure, and for this, it is a square box that we're going to use for one of the photos, and I'm not making any cuts today because I'm borrowing a tool that is going to be brought in for tomorrow. Okay, literally I am the worst at measuring, like not my strong suit. So I just like measured all my cuts out on this. Also, sorry, I'm talking really quiet. People are working in this space, so I have to be quiet. And then we made the concrete floor. And Dublin is painting all of this. And that's really how the day is going and how it's going to end. So I guess we'll check back in tomorrow. Good morning. It is day 3 of working. There will be a total of 9 days. And today is going to be very similar. We just have to make a bunch of cuts and paint and put things together. So this was my first time ever using a track saw, and when I tell you it is literally a game changer, it's a game changer. My cuts were so straight. I traditionally and normally would just be like freehanding this with a circular saw. Like, what was I even thinking? Now that I'm even thinking about it, I could have just taken like plywood and clamped them onto either side so that I would have a straight line. But this is a game changer. I borrowed it from someone in the studio, and I am very close to buying mine for myself. It's just like the cuts come out so clean. Also, if you've ever cut MDF, which is what I am making the golf ball hanging structure out of, it cuts like butter, and it is so nice. So here I'm finally putting all the pieces together, and I can finally see the vision of it, and I am literally just so proud of myself. Seriously, I can't even explain how happy I am that this works. The golf balls fit in it, and I did all my measurements correctly, and this is just something I took my time with, and it is actually working, and I'm so happy about it. One reason why sometimes it's hard to explain what I do is because in other parts of the world, or even in the US, my job, I'm doing the job of like 3 different people that would normally be on set. So right now, like, I'm acting as a carpenter, I'm acting as a set decorator, I'm acting as a prop master, because I have to gather all these things. It's kind of easy to do on smaller projects like this, and obviously when I'm on a bigger set, we have many other people that are on different roles. But I just kind of thought I would explain, like, I am in charge of everything for this photo shoot. So that means making all of the things that need to be made, buying all the things that need to be bought, and sourcing all the things that need to be sourced, which is super fun. And I love it because my job is always completely different every time, and I'm constantly learning. Like, I've never used a track saw before, and here I'm finally doing it, and my cuts are coming out perfect, and everything is coming out super even. It's also nice, though, to have an assistant like Dublin, because while I'm cutting and doing things like this, they can be painting or putting furniture together. That way it doesn't all slam and land on me, and I have the extra help when I need it. I'm kind of sad because we didn't get this masterpiece recorded while we were putting it together. Wow. Okay, I'll put a photo like right here of what this is supposed to be. Also, just a thing, nothing is really like structurally sound in the world that I live in, because it has to stand for a photo and then we take it down. So it has to be safe enough for us to move it around, but not safe enough for like things to happen with it. So if you're like, that's not structurally sound, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Tell me this doesn't look so sleek, sexy, amazing, good. I am literally so proud of myself. I can't even explain it to you. I'm so happy.
And that's a wrap on day 3. I didn't record anything the last, there's gonna be a little gap. But we did a lot and we got a lot done. All right, we'll see you Monday. Good morning. It is Tuesday. I didn't film yesterday because I was on a different job. So we're back in this photo shoot that we've been prepping for 2 days, 3 days now. This is our last prep day. We got to get everything done today or else we're screwed.
Goals for today are to paint these rocks a red rock vibe. This is the inspiration photo that we got, so I have to do that. In no way am I a scenic artist, but I'll show you at the end. I'm kind of proud how these turned out. Then I have to finish putting these shelves together, and that will be our day pretty much, which is kind of nice to have a easy day going into a shoot day.
This looks a lot better to what it was. For some reason, there's always like some things that give you a really hard time, and it's always the easiest things. And that would be this shelf, which seems pretty basic, but the paint didn't stick. And then we needed to add things to make it look a little more professional. Like, you know, it just like goes on and on and on and on and never really goes well. Anyway, I'm going to paint more of these rocks all decoratively, and that's what's gonna happen next.
Like I said before, I am not a scenic artist, but it's kind of like contouring. The parts that you want to pop out, you make lighter, and the parts that you want to sink in, you make darker. So I took a dry brush and lightly went over the whole rock so that all of the parts that were popping out would get a lighter color on it. And then I went in with another brush and hit all of the sunken parts darker to make them sink into the rock more. And I think it turned out pretty okay.
It's like 7:05. I have to be at the studio at 7:30 because guess what? It's shoot day! I had to pick up some hanging things for that black golf thing I made, which was on like day 2 of prep. But it's exciting, today's shoot day. So I'm gonna get, I'm gonna show you what I do on shoot day, which is like set everything up and do all that wonderful stuff. So we'll see you at the studio. Say hello to the camera.
Hello. Hi, camera.
You're gonna be on my YouTube channel. Yeah, I'll give you a contract to sign.
I didn't give away my life, my age rights.
Okay, so now I can really walk you through what I do on set when we are actually taking the photos. So as you can see, specifically like with this shelf scene, I was there to set up the shelf that we created and made look nice and professional, and then put all of the product on it, fill all the containers with food, and then I leave it alone. I'm not in charge of lighting the set or taking the photo. We have a gaffer and a photographer on set for that. And then here I'm adjusting the bottle to make it look level. So literally I am just in charge of making sure that the product looks good and the props and the scene are set up correctly to the inspiration. Also, full disclosure, I forgot to bring my tripod to set, so I couldn't really get any good angles and or remember to actually film anything. However, I did remember to film the set, which actually turned out really fun. And I will tell you, last minute, we had to actually go out and buy quick set concrete and smother the boards in it because the plaster didn't change colors when we poured water on it. And we wanted to pour water on it so it looked like a poolside scene. And here we are, and it actually ended up working out, thankfully.
That's a wrap on day one. I'll see you tomorrow. Day 2 of shooting.
Fun fact about me, I like to leave things to the last minute. So last night we put up these railings to recreate this image, and then I came in a little earlier to paint and do a last sand to make sure that there were no gaps or holes poking out when we actually take the photo. Now, I love actually watching this setup process happen. The creative director for Essentia loves to make clean architectural lines and setups, so I had to recreate this shot that we had done before, but without the dowels. So here I am just kind of messing with how we want and what angle this second board should be at, and I will tell you this was such a workout, like trying to hold it while we were trying to get it set up. My arms were burning after. This job is actually super physical, which you might not imagine because we're constantly picking up things, taking things down, holding things in place, and that can be really fun at times, but also really exhausting. I love showing this little image because we set up this like whole window scene in front of a glass door, and it's just like fun to be creative and think outside the box in ways that we can recreate the images that we're given.
All right, everybody, that is a wrap on Essentia. Yeah, because we don't have a Sonos.
Now, you would think that once they call wrap, my job is over and I can just walk away. However, that is not the case. I have to wrap my kit out, get that home, and then also clean up the studio and tear everything down, which we did have a day the next day to come in and like really tear things down and get everything taken apart. But this was the disaster we were left with after, and then here it is cleanly picked up.
That's a wrap on the photo shoot. Good job, Dublin.
Oh, thank you.
Good job, everyone. Woo! This might be a tradition of filming my outros on this couch because I always forget to film them and then I remember like what I am amidst editing the video. I digress. If you liked this video, let me know with a comment or a smash of that like button. And if you really liked this content, hit subscribe. We are so close to 100 subscribers. So if you subscribe from this video, let me know in the comments below and like I'll give you some love, give you a little shout out because you could be the first of 100 people to subscribe and like this channel. And like that's kind of cool. Like you were here from the beginning and you can say that officially. So I love all of you. I hope that you enjoyed this video and I will see you next time.